Imagine waking up one day and finding out that an energy company wants to drill deep beneath your neighborhood to extract oil and gas using a controversial technique. What would you do? Would you sit back, or would you stand up and fight for your community? First, let's get our heads around what fracking actually is. Fracking is short for hydraulic fracturing. It's a process where a mixture of water, sand, and chemicals is blasted at incredibly high pressure deep underground. This cracks open layers of rock, like shale, and releases the oil or natural gas trapped inside. The Weald is a stunning region stretching across Sussex, Surrey, Kent, and Hampshire in southeast England. It's famous for its ancient woodlands, gentle rolling hills, and designated areas of outstanding natural beauty. For centuries, people have lived, farmed, and cherished this landscape. So when oil and gas companies started showing interest, locals paid very close attention. In 2013, the British Geological Survey released a report estimating that the Weald Basin could hold billions of barrels of shale oil beneath the surface. Energy companies saw a massive opportunity and quickly applied for exploration licenses across the region. But local residents were alarmed. They worried about what drilling could mean for their water, air, and the landscapes they loved. Enter the Weald Action Group, often known as WAG. This grassroots community organization was formed by ordinary people, teachers, farmers, parents, retirees, who were determined to protect their region from the potential risks of oil and gas exploration. They weren't professional activists. They were neighbors who decided enough was enough. One of WAG's most powerful strategies was education. They organized community meetings in village halls and schools, distributed clear fact sheets, and invited independent scientists and geologists to explain the environmental risks of fracking. These risks included potential groundwater contamination from chemicals, air pollution, increased truck traffic, noise, and even small earthquakes caused by the drilling process. WAG didn't just protest, they played the system smartly. Members attended local council planning hearings, submitted detailed formal objections, and challenged drilling applications through the official planning process. They used scientific studies, environmental data, and legal arguments to make their case. This wasn't just passion, it was preparation, and it made a real difference. WAG knew they were stronger together. They connected with other anti-fracking groups across the UK, from Frack-Free Lancashire to communities in Yorkshire and beyond, building a national network. These groups shared strategies, pooled legal advice, and gave each other moral support. What started as a local concern became part of a much bigger, nationwide movement. And their efforts genuinely paid off. Several drilling applications in the Weald region were rejected or significantly delayed thanks to the weight of public objections and scientific evidence. Then in November 2019, the UK government imposed a moratorium, essentially a temporary ban, on fracking across England, citing unacceptable risks of earthquakes. For WAG and communities everywhere, it was a landmark moment. But the fight isn't over. In September 2022, the government briefly lifted the moratorium, causing alarm across communities. It was reinstated just weeks later after huge public backlash. WAG continues to stay vigilant, monitoring any new developments and campaigning for a permanent, legally binding ban on fracking, not just a temporary pause that can be reversed at any time. WAG's story is a powerful example of what informed, organized communities can achieve. They prove that ordinary people, armed with scientific facts, legal knowledge, determination, and teamwork, can genuinely influence major decisions about their environment. They didn't need to be politicians or celebrities. They just needed to care, get organized, and refuse to give up. So here's the big question. What about you? Whether it's fracking, climate change, plastic pollution, or any environmental issue in your area, understanding the science gives you real power to make your voice heard. You don't have to wait until you're an adult. Start reading, start asking questions, and start talking to people. Your voice is valuable to your community, and you too can contribute to changing the world for the better.